It's just that you usually take the picture yourself. I'm not good at forehand. I practice forehand bowling more. For example, I can't handle the ball well with my forehand. The body must be kept compact. How about we go in groups of about 30 or 20 at a time? Then swing 10 sets to 5 sets. Do a one-line freehand exercise. Then if you say you feel bad about everything right now, or rather, you want to practice all your skills. You just follow the beginners of table tennis. Just practice the intermediate and advanced exercises. Then freehand. It's really one of our handlers' very important shortcuts. So I hope you can really pay attention to it. Because many children. Why does the coach go back and talk to him every day? You must practice freehand. You must improve your movement correctness. Because after you play, it's all up to you. To where you don't know. But his freehand movements are very standard. And arm movements, he is very standard. Regulate your own movements. So everyone must practice this often. That's our first point. What about the second point? Xiao Han wants to tell everyone we can practice serving at home. What do you mean serve? When we practice serving at home, do you remember this serve? I taught everyone how to practice friction first. Practice friction first. Let's take a look. Okay, we have to remember. Let's remember something. Remember one thing. Practiced freehand. We have to remember one thing. All the action. The action of rotating the belt must first practice friction. Like rubbing a ball. When you practice freehand, you can't go completely without this friction. He's a front and backhand with friction action. Then the serve is How about also practicing serving at home? Practice friction like first. Backspin. How about you turn this ball first? Let this rotation happen again after he lands. It's moving around. It's moving around. Practice your own friction first. There is also a side rotation. Side spin. And then what about backspin? Including the backhand, dare to rub first. And you're looking at the ball. It's how rotational it is when it hits the ground. His rotation force is very strong. Still no rotation. Still no rotation. You can make adjustments according to this. Then if you say you send it very well. That's it. Then you start practicing your movements. Follow the action you want to serve. Keep practicing. Freehand in the process of freehand. Plus the friction of the fingers and wrists. Plus the friction of the fingers and wrists on the side. Side up, side down. Put this friction feeling on the side down. Combine it with your movements. Then go to the table to practice serving. How about this? It will be correspondingly better than you practicing directly on the table. If you serve, the probability of finding the transfer is much higher. The feeling of friction first. This is very important. When touching the ball, when did I rub? Where to rub to, right? How hard is my finger wrist? These are crucial. Then we usually stay at home. We can get a bowl of balls. You look at this bed. Chop hard and turn sideways. Hack it hard. Friction and chop hard. Don't think about whether his actions Don't even think about whether he can send it to the stage. Just go and do your own moves. And this is crucial. Okay, what about the next one? Yes, Xiao Han wants to tell everyone in our home. Practice the friction of pulling the ball. Some fans have asked me these 2 days. I didn't see the friction of pulling the ball, so I don't know how to You put a table or a stool. Self-throwing. Just practice one-way wrist friction. You see. I've said this over and over again. Just practice this one-way finger wrist rub. After you practice, it will be better than when you don't Your friction is much better. You have to practice over time. Let's say I practice for 10 days. Practice for a month. Practice for 2 months. I practice like this every day. Practice friction in one direction. When you go to play ball again, your friction will follow your entire movement. Can be fully used rather than rushing to play. If there is no friction action, be sure to take practicing the friction of the forehand and backhand fingers and wrists. Take a look. The backhand is also simply to practice friction. Do not use the movement of the forearm. It's the friction of fingers and wrists. Be sure to remember. Then we can do it at home. What a very good practice method. It's a very good practice method. The same is true for straight boards. So does this straight board. About turning waist top hip. It's also in our freehand exercises. You remember that. Turn around. Hey, I'm quitting. It seems to say something. When we practice at home, be sure to practice this finger wrist one way. So it's direct horizontal shot no need to turn. And no upper arms, no forearms. It's the wrist. Tighten this. But pay attention when practicing your wrists. A lot of people are rubbing up. Upward friction. This friction must rub forward. Forward friction. It's the same as your own pull ball trajectory. If it's a hanging ball, you can rub it up. Be conscious in your mind. Your move is a forward arc hanging ball practice. Overhang. It's still a down dangling ball, backhand high arc hanging ball, or forward arc hanging ball. So when you practice, your friction trajectory must change. For example, if I want to practice my then the trajectory of your wrist friction should be force forward. Look forward. So if I want to practice high profile now, I should be rubbing up. Be sure to distinguish it. Don't all movements are a form of friction. Okay, don't make all movements a friction. Way. There is also the friction of serving and pulling the ball. You need to practice at home by throwing yourself. Very important friction to take it out one way. Then if your current friction is good, you don't have to practice if like your friction is good. You don't have to rub. Where is the difference? If your footwork is not good, you have to practice your footwork. You have to practice all kinds of footwork. You look good like this. Then you don't rub well. You have to pull it out one way. For example, if you don't turn your serve, the pull ball often fails to rub under the net. This is also called bad friction. Then you have to practice hard by yourself. To practice. How can I practice if my strength is not good? Like, I'm not playing basketball. I'm often bored during practice. In that case, you're going to have to practice how fast you're retracting your arms. Forehand attack. You can do it slowly. You don't have to be so fast. But you have to. 2, 3. For good pull 1. 2, 3. Fourth, pay attention to your arm when pulling. Look at the speed of the retractor arm. The speed of this time determines how you play. The quality, because one of your whole hands. The compactness of your body determines the mass of your pass balls. So if the strength is not good, then you do it with your bare hands. You need to maintain a compact force in your body. Compactness and movement after the ball. The speed of the retractor arm for the entire movement. That's important. If the footwork is not good, if the friction is not good, and we play without quality, go practice quality. If it's not good, just practice it all.